And action! Welcome everybody, you're watching 205 Live, episode number 18, up in this thing. Now tonight, everybody involved in the triple threat match for the Cruiserweight Championship will be in action as they all look to prep up for a victory at Clash of Champions. Who will be victorious, we'll find out a little later on. But for right now, to start off the night, we have ourselves one of three singles matches. This one being Akira Tozawa taking on Michelle White. Start off the show. What up, Piquier, Gabriel, Tyga, Alex, how are y'all doing, man? And I want to know how many of you guys ended up watching that good old NXT TakeOver Philadelphia, because I know I sure as hell did. And the about a little bit midway-ish, and the end of the show really got everybody roaring and soaring with cheers throughout the arena. As you may know, everybody, that we saw a lot of great people over there, man. First being, the first time ever NXT ever got to witness live EC Space 3. Which was pretty dope. Oh, Tyga, I wish you did. Oh, man, I wish I'd give you a warning. I wish I would. Oh, damn. Tyga, I don't know if you're an NXT fan or whatever, but if you ever got a chance, you could check it out, see what's up. But if not, then, you know, by all means, do what you gotta do. Excuse me. You don't have to watch it if you don't have to, or if you don't want to, because, you know, I know a lot of people don't like to watch people they don't know, so, you know, just leave that be then. But yeah, the first time ever NXT got to witness live EC3, and I thought that was pretty dope. And so Jerix also said that we saw a little Trevor Mann, Heavy Machinery, Candice LeRae, all that good stuff. Indeed. And not only that, guys, but later on in the night, as soon as the show was over, we saw the return. Now, I called it. I called it yesterday, guys. I called it. I said to myself, well, check it out, guys. Check this out. I said, War Machine. Oh, my bad. War Machine. I got confused because they both have the term of machinery in there. But yes, War Machine, my bad. Again, I'm kind of new to them, so I want to see what they're capable of. And yeah, so I called it yesterday, and I do gotta say that when I called the predictions yesterday, I said, you know what? I believe Gargano's gonna lose horrifically. And I don't know, man. I just said to myself, I think Andrade's going to win because I don't like him. I don't know. I just despise Andrade for just, I don't know. I just don't like his character. It's terrible. So I said, you know what? I already know what's going to happen, man. It's disappointing. He's going to retain through some help from either, what's her name, which he did, and she wasn't the main reason. Well, I guess she was the main reason. And it's over for Michelle. This match is done for. Thanks for coming. And not only that, but at the end, as he went toward the ramp to you know, with his wife, saying, "Oh my God, I messed up, I lost, yada yada yada." Next thing you know, bam! Tommaso Ciampa comes out and assaults Johnny Gargano with crutches. He hit him so hard in the back that he ripped off some skin in the, I want to say, the upper left area, where you can see it's not really a hole, but you can see he chipped off a decent amount of skin to where it looks like a hole. But yeah, there was a chunk of skin missing to where you could tell he hit him pretty damn hard. And plus, you can see the marking of the outlines from the canes that he assaults them with. And I was like, really, Candice LeRae? You help out your husband fight off another bitch, but you ain't gonna help him out and whip that dude's ass that just beat him with the a crutch? Are you serious? The dude if you didn't see his right leg around his knee area, he still had the brace on. You could have kicked him right then and there, so it didn't make too much sense to me, but regardless, I thought it was pretty cool. You know, everybody got to see some of the new signees, and one of them was in action, somewhat, and, you know, again, the end was, towards the end and a little bit of the middle, seeing EC3 out there. And, you know, I honestly thought he wouldn't end up being back on NXT, but it is what it is. And, you know, it's in the long run, in my opinion, I believe it's the smart decision because, for one, we know what Ethan, or excuse me, I don't believe he's going to be going by Ethan Carter III in WWE because, for one, from at least my knowledge that I have learned until today, it may still be in effect that his name is currently owned by Impact Wrestling, so therefore he won't be able to use it, just like how RVD and MVP were able to use RVD and MVP back in, you know, Impact Wrestling or whatever. They weren't able to use Montel Vontavious Porter. He was only allowed to use MVP only, that's it, just like RVD. He couldn't use Rob Van Dam, but he was able to use RVD because RVD can mean anything. It just can't mean Rob Van Dam. Same thing went with MVP. MVP can mean anything. It just cannot mean Montel Vontavious Porter. And, you know, I really don't know, honestly. Derek's about if Ethan or Derek, whatever his actual birth name is, if he actually owns his name. Because the way that I look at it is like this. Because if Dixie Carter at one point did own Impact Wrestling or TNA, whatever she referred to it as back then, and from that I could say she probably owned the names and all that good stuff. And when she owns the names from the promotion, and when she sold it, all the rights to the names, pay-per-views, the promotion, everything else was inside it, went to new ownership, such as a-holes like, you know, Jeff Jarrett. Remember that guy who tried to fight in court over the broken gimmick with Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy, broken Hardy, freaking Brother Nero, King Maxwell, and all that good stuff, but then actually went on over to excuse me, and then they actually won it in court where they got the rights to it back, because the main reason why they won, in my opinion, is because they Matt Hardy actually funded his own ideas with his own props he purchased, with production, everything. He put everything in his own, you know, pocket in order to help sustain his own personal gimmick and make it successful over there. And from there, I believe that's why he was able to win the case. Plus, you know, they both filed for it at the same time, which also helped as well. But in the long run, at the moment, I don't know what EC3's status is on his rights to the name of Ethan Carter III, because to my knowledge, you would think that they put Ethan Carter 3 or 3 as in the Roman numeral, and then apostrophe, or not apostrophes, is it colons? I forgot what the names are. But you know what I'm talking about, where they put the little nickname right there saying EC3, to where it's like, okay, well, that settles that. So and then plus they didn't even put EC3 all mashed up in one, you know, setting. They put EC space 3. Not too sure how that's gonna all fan out, but that is probably their way of kind of trademarking EC3. They can't trademark EC3 together, but they could trademark EC3 if it had a space in it from, well, logic nowadays in the business world, of course. And that's what I'm assuming that they went for, and I wouldn't be surprised if they were successful, honestly. So you got Impact Wrestling who owns EC3, and then you got WWE who owns EC3.
No one in sports entertainment can use their quickness and agility like Sin Cara.
I just want to say this: EC3 being a part of NXT, I know he's going to be there a while. Honestly, I thought it would have been cool to see him at the Rumble, but hell, bring him back on over to NXT. I already know for a fact it's not going to take longer than 3 months tops, before he wins the NXT Championship and holds the title for well over a year before he gets either Well, they're not going to draft him, so a superstar shakeup is what I'm going to go for. Or maybe a Royal Rumble surprise, and maybe they win it, or he wins it, not this year, 2018, but maybe 2019. I don't know. It's right now, it's far-fetched, and we gotta kind of wait and see how that process is going to go all through. However, right now he is going to be on NXT from what it looks like, and he will, in my opinion, be the top guy of NXT, be the NXT champion, beating Andrade within, I want to say 2 months, but let's just push 3. You heard it here first from me, and we'll just gotta wait and see how it all progresses from here on out. EC3 versus Y2J would be a good match? Question mark? Really? You had to put a question mark? Let's see.
Few superstars are as dominant as this guy.
You know, I never watched any Impact Wrestling matches because after, was it 2012 or no? Because 2011, I remember I still watched them a little bit. 2012, 2013 started dying down, and I do want to say that
did you see the impact on that?
I haven't really heard of any good matches that came from there except for EC3 and Kurt Angle. That was probably the most talked about match that ever came out of Impact, and so it grabbed my attention. I watched it. I said, that's pretty damn good, I'm not going to lie. But I still think Kurt Angle kind of carried that match, and everybody else tried to tell me that freaking EC3 was the one who kind of out-wrestled Kurt Angle. I said, oh, come on, man, let's be realistic here. You really think the greatest of all time got carried by this dude over here, a WWE reject? Are you serious right now? Don't make me laugh, man. But, you know, I did respect the fact that they both put on a great match together, and I enjoyed most of it. So, if you can take that, how EC3 could put on a great match with Kurt Angle, and how Y2J can have a 5-star match with a paper bag, of course it's going to be a great match. It's going to be a great match. It's going to be that. I'll put that as 6 stars, honestly. I mean, you know my ranking system too. If something's so good that it doesn't deserve stars, it gets like a sun. Even though I guess the sun is a star, but a solar system or something like that. You know what I mean? I'll probably give it somewhere around that range. EC 3 months until he's NXT champion. Hell yeah! And so it looks like all the participants in tonight's, or not tonight, but at Clash of Champions for the Cruiserweight Championship are winning so far. We just got to wait on over till the main event, where it's Mr. Money in the Bank Nathan Cruz taking on Cruiserweight Champion himself, Tyson Kidd. Speaking of Nathan, he's going to come out here right now and have a few amount of words to go and say. You getting good in Fortnite? That's cool, that's cool. What up, Face Pizza Man? How's it going? How's it... Oh, excuse me. I had the hiccups there. How's it going? Excuse me. So I watched... Oh yeah, I watched TakeOver, man. It was, I'll say like, oh, you know what? Matter of fact, I forgot to go ahead and go over the results right here. Now that I thought about it, yeah, I know, Jerks. I just remembered right now. I'll probably. Why is this pin's broken? Ah, damn it! Gotta say like that. Okay, so let me see. Before I go to the promo, I'll go ahead and announce everybody predictions, right and wrong, they got. So, let's see. Jerix, we'll go and start with you, man. And, let's see. The first match of the night was a title bout. So, Authors of Pain taking on Undisputed Era. And your choice of wins was Authors of Pain, in which, well, they lost, unfortunately. From there, it was the Velveteen Dream. And I love... You know what? I gotta say that the Velveteen Dream... Just real quick, I don't want to take up too much time. He's winning me over. Like, I don't know what's about him. It's like, I believe it's the charisma, the personality portrayed within the character, which makes it so fascinating. You know, at first I just said, you know, I looked at the Velveteen Dream, I said, man, what? This dude looks like a fruitcake all over here dressing with, like, half a t-shirt like he's a female, and you know, he's having these big ass looped earrings and this headband. I don't know what kind of headband that is, and the way he poses, like, this dude seems very flamboyant and kind of gay, honestly. I said this dude is kind of whack, but I gotta say that after his match with Aleister Black and tonight, he really won me over, man. Jerix, you got that one right, of course. After he hit that purple Rainmaker, freaking right on into the heart of Cassius. Oh no, it was an okay match. Again, you know, Velveteen Dream. He's like one of the few people that he helps me get invested into matches, especially his, which is just, you know, they're really entertaining. He looks like Orlando Jordan. Yeah, you know, I at one point compared him to Orlando Jordan. I kind of do sometimes a little bit because, you know, kind of similar hairstyles. Plus, I would say that Velveteen Dream's gimmick is far from the Orlando Jordan gimmick from Impact Wrestling, where he played because his real life sexuality is a bisexual, which, if you don't know, means you like both sexes, both male and female, and they portrayed that in the most sexual way possible. Very disturbing, not even something you would want to watch yourself, but hell, that's a little out of range, you know what I mean? And the gimmick between Velveteen and Orlando, completely far from everybody else. Let's see. And then the other title match, in which Jerix, she picked Shayna Baszler to win. Unfortunately, she lost. And she didn't even lose she lost in a way that made her look weak, in my opinion. I didn't care for it. And, you know, she did look a little strong by choking out the champion, but not really, though. They made her look bad. But nonetheless, she got that one wrong as well. Let's see. Okay, so then we got Aleister Black and Adam Cole, baby. Damn. You know, Adam Cole, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I couldn't keep up with the match. I couldn't get into it. I was bored. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I like Adam Cole. I like Aleister Black. But something went wrong with that match. I couldn't watch it. I really couldn't, man. I was on my phone. I went to the restroom. I looked around in the fridge a couple of times trying to find something to drink. I came back in here and then saw a little bit of it, got bored, went on my phone. I couldn't handle it. But Jerix, you picked Adam Cole again, you lost. And then finally, last but not least, we already talked about the main event. So therefore, Jerix, you went 1-4 of the matchup and are currently in first place with 1-4. And then Charles, he selected, he picked Authors of Pain, so he's 0-1. And then he selected Velveteen Dream, so he's 1-1. Then he selected Ember Moon, 2-1. Aleister Black, 3-1. And Andrade Cien Almas, 4-1. So now he just jumped up to first while he went down to second. Excuse me. And now we got to see if I can either come back, if I'm going to stay in second, or if I'm going to go to third. We'll find out right now. As for me, I picked, let me see, where do we go? I picked Undisputed Era, so 1-0. And then I picked Cassius Ohno, 1-1. And then I selected, let me see, where do we go from there? It was the women's match. I picked Ember Moon, so I'm 2-1. And then I picked Adam Cole, baby, 2-2. And then I picked Almas, 3-2. So I got second place. Charles, congratulations. You are currently the new NXT Premonition Champion. Try to hang on to that until I believe WrestleMania is going to be the next takeover where you'll have to defend the title. And then tomorrow we'll find out who is the Nostradamus Champion at the Royal Rumble. And good luck to everybody. Let's get this underway. EC3, baby! Or EC3! There you go. You have to put that space in there for a second. He knows because I asked him to upload him. Yeah, I got to re-upload Jackson Sakamoto again, Jerix, because I forgot to make a re-uploadable. But I had to, yeah, I'm going to do that for you after. So don't work too hard on good old Jackson. What up, Crazy J? I'll be with you in a minute, man. Let me get this promo done first. What up, Noah? Everybody else, I'm sorry I didn't get to say hi earlier, but yeah, let's get this done. Alright, everybody, you all need to understand one thing. At Clash of Champions, history will be made, and I'm going to be a part of that history one way or another. Because in the main event of Clash of Champions, I will be cashing in my Money in the Bank briefcase. And that history is going to be known as either me cashing in before, during, or after the match. Just think to yourselves, what would be better than defeating Brutus for the Universal title and then defending it against Brock Lesnar to beat both Brutus and Brock in the same night to be the Universal Champion? Or maybe midway in the match, where I beat them both at the same time and claim myself as the new Universal Champion. Or I could take the better individual, which you guys seem to be not very into because it's not very impressive, who is more battered down, beaten up, and I pick apart the winner to win. But that just seems a little bit too easy, you know. I'm not hyperspeed. I'm not going to fail this. I'm not going to throw away an opportunity if it came down to me beating the hell out of Brutus, let alone Brock Lesnar. They will be nothing when it comes to me hitting them behind bars. Ladies and gentlemen, your next Universal Champion at Clash of Champions.
I don't think you can be any more clear than that. That makes me want to climb in the ring with him. Now that the WWE Universe.
Well, there you have it, guys. And Nathan Cruz has claimed he will be cashing in the Money in the Bank briefcase at Clash of Champions. And he has 3 options from what he's spoken to us about. Whether before... Wait a minute, Nathan, why'd you leave for? I think you got a match right... Didn't we just say you had a match right now? Oh, you do? Look, yeah. Wait, what? Nathan just walked up the ramp.
We have a real fan favorite versus Tyson Kidd.
He's going to have to run back down there because Tyson Kidd is his opponent up next. Good luck with you. So, yeah, everybody, what's up, Crazy J and Box? I forgot his name, man, but what's up? Everybody who just joined earlier, 5 seconds ago, 10 seconds ago, we just went over a little bit to, what do you call it? Excuse me, sorry, I still have that cold a little bit here, but he wants to re-enter. Man, I don't know if he would know, but hell, I'm glad this isn't the Royal Rumble because he won't really get disqualified. He'll just get what do you call it? He'll get escorted out the arena. I'll be making my return eventually. Nice. I like it. Good to know. Now the NXT roster is stacked as fuck from the bottom, from the addition of EC3 and Ricochet. Hell yeah, man. I'm telling you.
And his opponent from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 204 pounds, the WWE Cruiserweight Champion, Tyson Kidd.
All right, so
for singles action, Byron, what can you tell us about these two competitors? Well, I can
okay, for sure, man. Thank you. What up, Night Rider? We got NXT yet? Well, on the universe, yeah, we do have NXT. The last show, I'm not gonna lie to you, but I was kind of sick, so my commentary was piss poor, man. It was piss poor. Plus, I even think I ate at the main event, but yeah, nonetheless, I don't know, man. I didn't think that I would be this terrible when I'm sick, trying to commentate a damn match. But yeah, that's what kind of was for that show. But if you want, you can see all the title matches, and including the Battle Royal that happened there on the last episode of NXT. It was episode number 23, I think. I forgot. It was around there. EC3 appearance, entire world. Oh, he just took a shot. Now, I'll tell you what. Super is tonight, yes indeed. I actually watched the English Super before I came in here, and I gotta say that I forgot how kind of dull that episode was. I watch NXT. Are you on NXT? Me, I'm not. Oh, behind bars! Now, 2017 Royal Rumble, that EC3 appearance was way better than 2017 Royal Rumble. No! Nathan Cruz almost knocked out the Cruiserweight Champion in like 2 seconds. God. This match wouldn't even last that long.
He's not getting up.
And I do gotta say this, Jay. The Royal Rumble has so much potential. Oh, God damn! Tyson!
Nice move.
Holy crap! What is he, John Cena? Trapped in a little man's body? Holy smokes! Oh my God. Okay, but yeah, man. The Royal Rumble has so much high expectations and potential. If they mess up, man, there's no point in getting excited for WrestleMania nowadays. No way.
Tyson Kidd is getting a serious
Knight Rider, what are you gonna do this to me, man? Why?
Looks to me like he just hit a wall. You hate to give up on a guy, but there may be no way around him taking this
Knight
loss
Rider,
here tonight.
The Patriots are winning the Super Bowl this year. They are.
Ain't no stopping him now.
I don't know.
He's pressing
they just can't lose. They can't. I thought they would be able to, especially with all the good teams out there right now. Obviously not, man.
He wants no part of the outside.
I can't help it, Knight Rider. You don't understand. I am going for the Eagles from the first second to the last second. I'm going to go for the Eagles for 85 minutes. No, 75 minutes. The whole game plus halftime. I'll be cheering them on, telling them to get as well as they can to dominate the second half.
Corey, I think that may be the biggest win of that young man's career.
I'm not sold. I'm not sold on Nick Foles. Okay, I haven't been since he took over for Wentz, and I'm not now. There's no way I can go for him. I don't like the Patriots. I hope they lose, but I'm not going to get my hopes up and say, oh my God, they're going to do it, yada yada. Because last year I said the Falcons are going to beat the Patriots. Matt Ryan and that offense is too overwhelming for them. They're gonna pump the brakes off them boys. Next thing you know, 28-3, and then overtime, 34-28 final score. Patriots win it. I'm not gonna invest myself saying, you know what, the Eagles are gonna win. They're too good. Blah blah blah. And then next thing you know, they get either A, come back on at the last minute of the game. B, get blown out to the point where everybody turns it off and said, okay, we already know we won this game. Or 3, where they just win at the very last second after a very competitive game. I'm not gonna put myself in that situation. I'm tired of having that. Plus, I can say this: this upcoming season for football in the NFL, there's gonna be more threats to the Patriots. Trust me on that. Chiefs will get better because of either A, have a better O-line for Alex Smith, B, start Patrick Mahomes. He'll probably do them way better. Let's see. And I don't know about, maybe Phillip Rivers' Chargers gets better. I don't know. Deshaun Watson comes back. The Texans are a force to be reckoned with. And then you look at the NFC. Shit. Eagles are definitely going to be on top. Carson Wentz is coming back healthy. You got the Saints who are going to get back Drew Brees. They're going to have a dominant season. Falcons are going to be all right. Panthers are going to be cool again. We're going to be good. Seahawks are going to always be where they're always been. Well, actually, they didn't make the playoffs. The Rams are going to be dope as hell. So us, Rams, Seahawks, and then what's the other conference or the division thing? Oh, Packers will have Aaron Rodgers back. So as well as the Detroit Lions, Matthew Stafford, Vikings. I had it with them. They're not ready. They need a quarterback first. We'll talk about them later. All right, see you later, Crazy J and everybody else. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you all for tomorrow. We'll stream some Clash of Champions and then watch the Royal Rumble. Until then, I'll see you on the next one. But until the next one, have a great one, everybody. Good night. And that's it. Cut. That's a wrap.